Welcome to Discovering. Tonight we're going back to late October to opening weekend of the muskrat and beaver trapping season, where I spent a day of checking traps with the Campbell family.
Oh, there's one more right here, Dad. Normally this pond does pretty good every year. Normally we catch maybe 20.
So sit back and relax. It's Monday night and it's time for Upper Michigan's very own Discovering.
The secret streams that flow beneath the cliffs of colored stone, forest thick and healthy with birch and pine and oak, surrounded by the greatest lakes this world has ever known. The black bear's awesome presence as he roams the hills and fields, call of the timber wolf, the loon's lonesome trill, the eagle soaring high above, the trout lies deep and still. These are what I treasure, the only way I measure feelings that I have for this fine land. There is so much to discover when you're a long-time lover of northern Michigan.
I joined the Campbell family, Father Craig and sons Truman and Charlie, for a day of checking traps. We have 4 farm ponds of muskrat traps to check, but first we check the beaver traps in a couple of streams.
We got a beaver.
Our first one, huh?
Yep, first one of the day. I caught it in a drowner set. Caught it in this, it's a foothold. Pretty much this is the drowner table. It pretty much just slides down into the deeper water.
We'll set this back up. So they got a well-established beaver trail going up to the popples, and you can see by the slick down mud that they're kind of using it going up and down. And then it's a steep drop off, so it's a nice spot for the foothold and deep water for the bag to hold them down.
And hopefully we catch another one.
They put another drowning set for beavers nearby and made a caster mound to help lure the beaver to the trap.
What the beavers do is they take mud, they pile up mud, and then they mark their territory. So they take their caster gland along with their oil sac, they come up here and they squeeze it on it, and it makes a territorial mark. So it's more of an investigative style. They'll come swimming along, they'll see the mound, and they'll smell that lure, and they'll come up and take a sniff of it and see what's going on.
Here we go. Hope we can catch another one. We got it. I don't know what.
We have 2 traps back here. They have it dammed up pretty good back here, so we should have a pretty good chance of catching something. Okay. There's so many sticks in here because we were blocking them off. So we wanted them to go in the trap instead of going over here and going up over here. So we used those sticks to block him off so he would go up into our trap. And we have another caster mound there. That's another reason why we had him in.
Where's my gloves?
Oh, what a mess.
Wow, that's a nice one.
That's a bigger beaver.
Nice beaver there. And you see the scar that he has from other beaver with him fighting the other beavers?
Together, they reset the drowning trap set in hopes of catching another beaver tomorrow.
Oh, there you go.
Put it right on top.
I should make him come in.
So pretty much why we blocked this in is because we don't want the beavers to go this way, so we'll block him in so he has to go right on the trap. And a lot of times we'll just shove a stick in and just block it in a little bit so he won't normally go up and around.
There was a third trap a few yards away which was set off, but no beaver. 2 for 3 is a pretty good morning.
2 beavers? Okay. Oh, both pretty good size. That's probably large, right?
Yeah, this one's definitely bigger.
This is our first pond. We're gonna do some muskrat checking.
I thought it was auto check.
Nope, it's
How many
muskrat.
traps do you have in here?
We have 18.
The morning was already successful with 2 beavers, and the first muskrat trap also looked promising.
We have it in a 110. And first muskrat of the season. Pretty much they have a little bank den right here. So then they go and live in it like a muskrat house, like any house. And they're very destructive. They'll make dens and they'll leave it and it'll collapses and it makes your ground safe, like you're driving over it, say. Take your foot, you're gonna step into the hole and then you're gonna feel for it. And then
They make these runs to the hole, and then you go from really soft muck into a hard pan. And basically it's a half tunnel going into the banks. And like Truman said, the banks get eroded by the muskrat, and then they cause failure on the outside of these ponds. All right, let's reset. How do you find? And then put it back in. Back in front of the hole. Take your stick.
Way back.
How long have you been trapping?
Since I was a baby.
You're a baby?
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a while.
So I think he was close to 1.5 years old, if not a little younger. His brother was less than 1 year old. I think we had him out at around 9 months. He's learned more, and he's taking kind of over, and I'm taking the back seat and let him kind of run the reins for a little bit. He picks the locations, the sets, and what trap he wants to put. I'm just hauling him around and hauling the animals around for him.
We have another stop loss right here. I'll show you how they work. And if you can see, that holds his legs. They can't do nothing. Normally, you'll catch them on the front leg, so that he doesn't chew off his arm, but it works.
Take it, hold the muskrat. Squeeze the trap.
You grab it by the tail and the legs and you shake it. Get all the water off. There's another muskrat. He's smaller. I would say maybe a medium. The other one is pretty big.
So the intended purpose of a stop loss is when you set them on dry ground. So this is a what they call a toilet set. So this trap will be set open. The jaws are open. The spring comes forward, and it pinches the animal down. If not, their front feet are so small and so sensitive, they start rolling, and then they call them ring outs, and then the animal gets free, and the natural instinct teaches them just to run, right? So they're gonna try to do whatever it is to get out of the trap, and then a lot of times they'll get out wounded, injured. Always try to release from the bottom so your fingers are out. That's it. Back into the toilet.
Float away.
There's no use for bedding them, covering them. Muskrat aren't too shy of metal, so they'll climb right up on it, and hopefully tomorrow we'll have another one.
Craig said that muskrat trapping is a great way to get kids interested in the sport.
So the numbers are plentiful, the interest is still there. The weather's somewhat warm. We're not out busting ice. Get a nice day like today, it's 55. Muskrat season goes, I believe, almost up to May, so springtime's just the same as the fall time. Try to make it fun, enjoyable. Try to take many breaks as I can with them. I try to push them a little harder than I probably should, but they seem to like that. I don't want to burn them out, but I also don't want to, just put out one trap. So we try to keep them moving.
As we checked traps, Truman showed me the different trapping methods they are using across the ponds.
Oh, there's a Higgs bracket right here. A Higgs bracket is pretty much a foothold on a stick with an apple and bait. And you can use a lot of different traps, but we don't have any in it. No muskrat. And we set it here because all these runs and that stuff there's a whole bunch of runs coming out. It holds it, and then when an animal comes into it, it snaps off and fall into the water.
There. So it's supposed to sit level like that. Put 1.5 inches to 2 inches of water above it. The animal smells the bait and the lure.
Come up and get caught.
These are nice and fast, easy sets. So they make it quick, especially for children.
A float is pretty much where you put footholds and long springs on the thing, and it floats. It's supposed to go up with the water, so if like the water goes down, it'll go down with it, and then if it goes up, it'll go up with the, so we don't always have to fix our traps. You can build it, you can put styrofoam on the bottom, or you could just do wood, like little 2x4s, and then nail them together and all that stuff. It was a misfire. Yep. You see we did catch something. We caught something in it. It just misfired off. Set this back up. See if we could catch another one. A colony trap is where it's like a live trap, but like underwater. There is nothing in there. Colony traps are easy to check and set up because you just gotta find a hole and just put it in there if you like it. And they can hold, if you get big ones, you can hold a couple. We have another one, and it's in the 110 conibear again. Another 110.
What's that noise?
See, the trap was up there on that run a little bit.
12-year-old Truman is quite the young outdoorsman.
What do you like about trapping?
Well, I like how you can go out, it's relaxing, it's calming, and I love it. It's so fun. I mean, you can pretty much go and have a good time and relax and be with your friends or dad or mom, or whoever you're going with, can be with them and hang out and talk and joke and laugh. So even if I don't even catch anything, I think it's still fun to come out. Caught one. Another muskrat. Well, I had a den going into a bank den going into it, and it was used a lot, so I thought it would be a good spot.
Also, looks like there's a lot of grass chewing up there.
Yeah.
So, natural spot, feed area, plus housing, right?
Truman gave us all a chuckle with this one.
Trap. Try it. Has no trap.
There's no trap?
No. It's just sitting there, I think. It's asleep. What should I do? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, there is a trap. I don't think. Oh, he's dead.
Did you catch him on?
Feed bed. It's pretty much where they go and eat for like lunch, supper, dinner, and breakfast.
So one-stop shop, right?
Yep. Hold that, please. Oh, we caught one. Well, we got another muskrat, this first one out of this pond. On another stop loss. See right there, that's what I'm talking about for a feed bed. They'll put like all their like vegetation and that like grass stuff on it, and they'll just eat there. So I'm just gonna pretty much.
So how'd you learn how to trap?
I just pretty much watched my dad and that stuff, and I had an entrance of it. I like to go outside and mess around in the woods and do that. That's why I love the outdoors so much in trapping, because you don't have to sit there and play on a video game.
And no, we didn't lose Charlie in a pond. In case you noticed, he wasn't in the jet sled in a few clips. He was with us for only half the day. We checked a lot of traps. Most were empty, but they still caught plenty of rats.
Got one.
The basket it goes. Let's see if he's out.
Oh, looks like we got one. We got a one right here. We have missing traps. We might have caught something. Oh, he went under it.
Their best spot was a muskrat house where they placed 3 traps.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
This is the first time I've ever seen a muskrat not soaking wet, and the fur is actually really soft.
That's 3 for 3 right there.
Yep.
Not bad. So this is the fun part. The work comes later on.
Got that one.
You want to
Hold
touch
up.
that one?
I know I want.
You go ahead, take them.
I know I want. I do.
I think we got a muskrat. I seen something and it's heavier. Yeah, I caught one. First one in the colony, I think, today. They bite on this, so then they try to get out.
They bite down trying to get out. And then that's kind of how they end up dying in there. Good size one.
15. And 16.
16 rats.
2 beavers and
How much do you get for a muskrat?
$1.50.
Where's that money go to?
Bank account normally. Split it up, me and Charlie.
Yeah, Truman used to collect all the rewards until his brother came along and claimed 50% royalty fee. So now it's a 50-50 partnership. But we usually do pretty good. We sell the fur twice a year. We trap almost all the way through to May. So from October to May, the boys, depending on the year, they'll get a couple $100 a piece. So they have a lot of fun. They try to sell more just the fur. There's a market for the skulls. Fur buyer or skull buyers buy it. Beaver tails, they'll take those if they're big enough. And then sometimes you can sell the carcasses of the beaver. Lure makers and bait makers use those. We recycle the meat of the muskrat. We try to go after bobcat, pine marten. And then the mink, we'll start putting mink boxes out now that we got some bait for them. A lot of work, but a lot of fun, right?
Yep.
A lot of hours. A lot of hours in that $1.50.
Yeah.
Back at their trapper's shed, Truman demonstrated how to skin a muskrat. He did a fantastic job, but unfortunately, that's all the time we have for tonight's show. Trapping is becoming a lost art, so it's great to see that there are still some kids out there learning and having fun, and we have some up-and-coming trappers to keep the sport alive. I'm sure we will see this outdoors family on the program again in the future. That's all for tonight, and I hope to see you right back here next week for Upper Michigan's very own Discovering.